Hey guys, sorry I cannot be in the class actually with you today, so I decided to record myself teaching the lesson so that it feels like I am there with you. So we're going to go ahead and get started today. You do not need your binders. You are going to be online on the computers through Google Classroom all day today. So please make sure that you have your headphones when you're listening to audio. There's a box on the table in your room if you need headphones, or you can use your own. And please make sure that you are being respectful to your substitute because I am still on campus. I'm just not in the classroom with you. So let's have a good day. All right, let's get started. We are moving on to chapter 4 in our problem solving unit, moving on from lessons 1, 2, and 3. All right, so your objectives today are computing systems, still part of computer science objectives, and you are describing how internal and external parts of computing devices function to form a system. Your essential question today: what is a computer, and how can I determine if something is considered a computer? So by the end of this lesson, or if you don't finish by the end of this lesson when you finish it next week, you should be able to answer what a computer is and how you can determine if something is considered a computer. Your I can statement for the day: I can identify a computer as a machine that processes information. I can provide high-level descriptions of the different parts of the input, output, store, and process model of a computer. Your agenda for the day: it's all you do, because again, I'm not there, so we're not doing a we do section. This is all you. You are starting lesson 4 in Google Classroom, and it was going to be an Edpuzzle, but I actually changed my mind, so just in Google Classroom. And then you're going to complete what is a computer, and then you're going to complete your reflection journal. If you do not finish this today, then you will not do the reflection journal for today. You will do the reflection when you finish this unit, either today or Tuesday, so it depends on whether or not you finish or not. All right, so let's get started. So on your Google Classroom stream, you're going to see an assignment that says questions for the day. It's going to look like this right here. And it's going to say, let me stretch out my screen. Maybe. It's going to say questions for the day, and it's going to have the date of today, which is February 22nd. So this is going to be on your stream, so don't worry about having to find it. It will be there. And notice that it says, please answer the questions in a different color other than black so that I can easily read your answers. I already have spaces in here for you, but if you need more, obviously just hit enter. So please make sure you are writing in a different color so that it doesn't take me as long to grade this, because it says for a grade. So before we begin, I want you to answer the following questions. The first one: in the modern day, we use computers almost constantly, meaning all the time. So what kinds of problems do computers help you solve? So I want you to type your answer there. And then also, question number 2, how do they help you do this? Now, I do not want one-word answers like "cause they do," which that's 3 words. I do not want answers that start with "because." I want it to be a good 6th, 7th, or 8th grade sentence, complete sentence of how computers help you solve this problem, okay? So I want you to pause this video and answer these questions, and then once you have answered these, then you can continue and hit play. Do not click turn in the top right corner until the very end of this. So notice that it says stop here because you will answer the other questions later. So stop here. Don't answer the other ones until later. So go ahead and pause this video and answer these questions and then hit play again. Okay, I am assuming that you have answered questions 1 through 2 if you hit play, and I am now talking to you again. All right, so let's go back. Nope. Here, okay. Moving on, you should have answered that. Okay, so now that you've answered the first 2 questions, I want you to go back to your Google Classroom and click on the assignment that says, what is a computer, number 1. You're going to see 2 of them. One says number 1, one says number 2. You are clicking on the one that says number 1. Okay, are you all listening to me? Number 1. 1. Okay, so click on that now. It should look like this. Let me see if I can expand this out. No, it's not going to let me expand it out, but that's okay. I'll move this around. You're going to see lots of images on both sides, left and right, and you're going to see computer, not a computer. Okay, so let me move it over here as well. See lots of different things. What you're going to do is you are going to click on these items and you are going to drag them where you think they are. So this telephone right here, if you think this is a computer, it goes on the computer side. If you do not think it's a computer, it comes over here. Okay, so this should take you a few minutes. There are objects on both sides, left and right. I want all of these objects put into one of these sides. Okay, once you have finished this, you want to make sure that you click turn in the top right corner. Okay, so again, move all of these objects into a category, computer, not a computer. You are not allowed to leave it on the left and right sides. You can't say it's neither. It's got to go somewhere. And click turn in the top right corner. Okay, so pause this video and do that now. Okay, so if you have clicked play and you are listening to me again, that means that you have turned in that assignment. If you did not turn it in, do it now. All right, so now that you've completed that, I want you to go back to your Google Doc that says questions for the day, and I want you to answer questions 3, 4, and 5. So it's going to be that second group. Starts with number 3, what rules or definitions? And again, hit enter if you need to, make more space, and use a different font color. Notice that you again see stop here. You will answer the other questions later. Do not click turn in because you're not finished yet. So pause this video, answer these questions. Once you have answered these, then you can come back to our video and start listening to me again. Okay, so hit pause and start answering. If you are listening to me right now, you should on your Google Doc have questions 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 completed. If you do not have those completed, you need to stop this video and make sure those are answered. Do not click turn in. Okay? All right, so I'm assuming you have followed my directions and that you have done all of those questions and you are now ready to move on. So now that you have completed what is a computer activity and you've answered those questions, we're going to watch this video about what code.org gives us a definition of what a computer actually is. So you are going to need headphones. There are headphones in that brown box, but you should have headphones on already if you're listening to this. So let's move on. Let's watch this video.
My name is Maylee Koo, and I'm a designer and an inventor. So some of the things I've designed...
Whoops. Sorry, guys.
My name is Maylee Koo, and I'm a designer and an inventor. So some of the things I've designed have been at Apple, and now I design products for kids to use so that they can have an easier time in school. My other jobs include DJing and dancing. Computers are everywhere. They're in people's pockets, they're in people's cars, people have them on their wrists, they might be in your backpack right now. But what makes a computer a computer?
What does make a computer anyway?
And how does it even work?
Hi, I'm Nat. I was one of the original designers of the Xbox. I've been working with computers since I was maybe 7 years old.
Hold on, guys. I'm going to pause this and see if I can move this over so that y'all can see the whole thing. Don't worry. I'm going to move it back.
Pockets.
There we go. Okay.
Cars,
You'll be okay.
people have them on their wrists. They might be in your backpack right now. But what makes a computer a computer?
What does make a computer anyway?
And how does it even work?
Hi, I'm Nat. I was one of the original designers of the Xbox. I've been working with computers since I was maybe 7 years old, and now I work on virtual reality. As humans, we've always built tools to help us solve problems. Tools like a wheelbarrow, a hammer, or a printing press, or a tractor trailer. All of these inventions helped us with manual work. Over time, people began to wonder if a machine could be designed and built to help us with the thinking work we do, like solving equations or tracking the stars in the sky. Rather than moving or manipulating physical things like dirt and stone, these machines would need to be designed to manipulate information.
As the pioneers of computer science explored how to design a thinking machine, they realized that it had to perform 4 different tasks. it would need to take input, store information, process it, and then output the results. Now this might sound simple, but these 4 things are common to all computers. That's what makes a computer a computer.
The earliest computers were made out of wood and metal, with mechanical levers and gears. By the 20th century, though, computers started using electrical components. These early computers were really large and really slow. A computer the size of a room might take hours just to do a basic math problem.
These machines are things of gleaming, vari-colored metal and numerous flashing lights.
Computers started out as basic calculators, which was already really awesome at the time, and they were only manipulating numbers back then. But now we can use them to talk to each other, we can use them to play games, control robots, and do any crazy thing that you could probably imagine.
Modern computers look nothing like those clunky old machines, but they still do these same 4 things.
First, we're going to talk about input. This is my favorite because
Make sure you guys are paying attention to these 4 definitions because this might change how you feel about where you put your objects in the first assignment.
Input is the stuff that the world does or that you do that makes the computer do stuff. You can tell a computer what to do with the keyboard, you can tell them what to do with the mouse, the microphone, the camera, and now if you're wearing a computer on your wrist, it might listen to your heartbeat, or in your car, it might be listening to what the car is doing, and a touch screen can actually sense your finger, and it takes that as input on what it's doing.
All these different inputs give a computer information, which is then stored in memory. A computer's processor takes information from memory, it manipulates it or changes it using an algorithm, which is just a series of commands, and then it sends the processed information back to be stored in memory again. This continues until the processed information is ready to be output. How a computer outputs information depends on what the computer is designed to do. A computer display can show text, photos, videos, or interactive games, even virtual reality. The output of a computer may even include signals to control a robot. And when computers connect over the internet, the output from one computer becomes the input to another, and vice versa.
The computers we use today look really different from the earliest thinking machines. And who knows what the computers of tomorrow will be like. My hope is that you get to help decide what you want the computers of tomorrow to look like. But across all computers, regardless of the different types of technology they use, they're always doing the same 4 things. They take in information, they store it as data, they process it, and then they output the results.
Okay, so now that you've watched the video, I want you to go back to your Google Classroom and you're going to click on the assignment that says, what is a computer number 2? It's going to look exactly like the first assignment, but now that you've seen this video and you've seen what the definition of a computer is in those 4 steps, your mind might have changed of where the items need to belong. So you're going to go back to your Google Classroom, click on the assignment that says, what is computer number 2? And you're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to take these objects and put them into the category. Now, some of them are going to stay the same, but your opinion might have changed of where some of them might need to go. So you're going to redo this assignment now that you know the definition of a computer, and you're going to click Turn In. Make sure when you're done, you click Turn In the top right corner. So pause this video and do that now. Okay, if you're watching this video, then you have turned in that second assignment, and now you're going to go back to your Google Doc that says questions for the day, and you're going to answer questions 6 and 7. Once you are done with questions 6 and 7, you see right here, it says now click Turn In the top right corner. So once you click Turn In, I should see an answer in a different color other than black for all 7 of these questions, and it is for a grade, so make sure that I'm going to accept the answers that you have written. So once you click Turn In, you are done with the assignment, and then you are going to go to your reflection journal and write your reflection for today. If you do not finish, then obviously you should not be at this part of the assignment, and you should not click Turn In. Only click Turn In if you're done. I hope you guys had a great day, and I will see you at lunch.